Peace, peace. This is Star with the Star Blooms. Um, I was having a whole conversation, and usually, y'all, when I be going through like full blown, it be telepathic communication happening. Y'all be talking a whole lot. Our abilities to perceive, receive. This is what I wanted to talk about. Okay, you have control in your creation in what you are making. A lot of the times, I recognize during certain. Okay, when you're trying to have a conversation and you don't know what rate of what people is going to actually be listening to it, you try to dumb what it is that you're saying down so it could fit a group of people. I believe that the people listening to me who are actually here to receive whatever it is that I'm sharing or transmuting is very intelligent, very smart, and they're going to be able to receive it. So I'm not going to move off of that space. Okay? Even in the mindset of that, I was basically sitting and I was made aware of a certain state of mind, which is called limerence. And it's basically a mental state of being extremely infatuated with another person. It's almost like coming into a connection with a person, and it's almost like you just met this person. And for some reason, you go off in your mind and you create all of these potential possibilities and realities that you could possibly have with said person. And it's not something that is done on it does not occur in a healthy mind and with a healthy mental state. Okay, which is what I was trying to basically speak about today. And the reason why it can't occur in someone who has a healthy mental state of being is because it is progression without proof. It is uncertainty wrapped up in anxious attachment, and it is built at a rate that is so exponential. It's so fast how it just continues to unfold. And it's looked upon very, very innocently, but it's very, very aggressive, especially when you have such a large group of community of people who are available, at will, just clicking on their fingers to be able to go into social media and different platforms, to go into botanicas, to be able to access different practitioners, so to speak, and just be able to do whatever they want to do based off of whatever is going on in their damn head. In authentic love, it is impossible to not have certainty. It's impossible. When you dealing with love, you dealing with, yes, it's a deep service. It's a deep service. It's a curated service that you dealing with, okay? Like true authentic love is not romance. It's not romantic really at all. It's the shit that shows up after the honeymoon phase is gone. We done been through some stuff, and it's not me staying here just because you the old ball and chain. It's not me staying here just because I invested. It's because I'm aware and this is an aligned rate and space, okay? Even when we don't have the alignment, there's still a strong possibility of having strong, authentic, real love with these people or for another person. However, what I've been recognizing that a lot of my clients, myself, people in the community have been having to go through is dealing with rates of experiencing people's fallback. You know, you'll come into a circumstance. You might not necessarily be where you're going to. You might not necessarily, nobody's going to be at the same spot. Hopefully, you aren't at the same spot. There's growth, there's progression, so on and so forth. We're dealing with people basically having to come into a layer of awareness of, the wheel of fortune, how shit just changes, how the wheels turn, how time, elevation, ascension, being able to heal, growing, having growth, it alters. who you are as a person, and then the people who previously perceived you in different postures, even with you being at different parts of your cycles within yourself, basically have the opportunity to now see who you've grown into. And it becomes a fallback just because there's so many different layers of connections that have been made. All right, depending on how much you done move, right? What I've been recognizing, y'all, is that, and we call them karmics and stuff like this, and I don't know why I just got quiet like I was telling a secret. But we call them karmics and stuff like this, but really it's like hurt people hurting because they don't want to heal. And it's extreme, but it's like, it's scientific, y'all. It is so scientific. Even the realization in people choosing not to heal. Okay? It is very chemical. And the more I learn, the more I'm sitting and I'm like, holy shit. So this person couldn't have been able. It's like there was so much that was stacked against this person. The odds of this person actually being able. So you start to understand it. And it's like the people who are actually going towards healing the dendrites and synapses, and they actually doing construction work, shit, like addressing things of people who are facing themselves, you are starting to recognize like a lot of patterns. I want y'all to understand that sometimes you dealing with cognitive, emotional states of being, psychological states of being that are very, very singular. They are very singular, y'all. It's some crazy ish. But it's even though it's singular, it affects on a large scale, because I could create a whole story in my head and tell myself this shit. And then all of the people who want to try to put y'all in spaces, the people who know that you spiritual, know that you don't woke up to yourself and you don't remember who the hell you are, they trying to tell y'all that y'all dealing with. Some people are. Some people definitely need medical help. This is not a medical conversation. But they trying to convince y'all that y'all got spiritual psychosis and all of this different shit. But imagine, right? Somebody who does have spiritual psychosis. And imagine you add on top of that somebody who got spiritual psychosis and you processing something called limerence, where you dealing with creating all of these like found ideas. Divine beings, like if y'all don't woke up, I keep on telling my people, y'all the creme de la creme. You were never the little one. You were never the little one. But now, in this healed state that you operating in, now with this account, of your state of being, now with this awareness of yourself, you are dangerous, right? And it's not dangerous because you something dangerous, but you are, right? You are so precious, you so valuable, you so unique, you stand out so much from the crowd, you are so pure. Okay, you're so considerate. These divine masculine who actually healing themselves, they show up at a rate it's impossible for them to not be loved. You get what I'm saying? These divine females, like our divine feminines, we operate not literally just from, it's, you got all mothers moving within the vessels of a lot of these beings that's waking up, y'all. You have all fathers that have. Why is it all mothers and all fathers? Because they are operating from an omnipresence. Okay, and when you talk about something as potent as this energy that is actually facilitating and moving around in these realms right now, y'all just got to be mindful and protecting yourself and being aware of the standard that you are operating in, and create a status that you are staying at, and not allowing yourself to constantly be pulled back down, be moved by this shit, be convinced, or even covenanting yourself to try to basically pick no. Trust and know that at the rate that you've healed, you will come into encounters of people who have values that are in alignment with you as much as you are in alignment with them. I just wanted to share that, y'all. Look at it a different way. Allow yourself to perceive things a different way. Recognize the chemical reactions that are occurring. Release yourself from the responsibility of others and where they're at. And just keep yourself, okay, where you need to be at peace. I hope